today we gotta go over Avantis because, as everyone knows, Aster is pumping and breaking out, but Avantis is down and they're kind of in the same realm. So I wanted to talk about Avantis today and where I think Avantis is going to go next after we just now seen Aster breaking out. So anyways, remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice, but let's go straight over this. As you guys can see, Avantis is not doing as well as a lot of other projects, especially Aster. As you can see, Aster is doing pretty good, 9.4% in the last 24 hours and 11% in the last 7 days on Aster. And they are in the same space, you know, like Aster is a good DeFi project on BNB, and Avantis is a good DeFi project on Base. But as you can see, Avantis does not have that much trading volume, only 37 million. And the market cap has dropped significantly all the way down to 135 million. So that is pretty bad. But I think Avantis is about to recover. As you can see here, Avantis is trading inside what we call a falling wedge. So this falling wedge right here inside Avantis is a bullish pattern. This is a falling wedge right here, and they are bullish patterns. So we should be breaking out to the upside very soon with Avantis, and you can see we've also have bottomed out here pretty much. So we've bottomed out here, and you can kind of see we even bottomed out there. It's almost like a double bottom, and we've done it again. So we need to be breaking out of here very soon, so then we can continue this uptrend inside of Avantis. If you actually take a look at the charts for Aster, you can see Aster just now broke out of a bullish pattern itself, but it is struggling just a little bit to stay above that bullish pattern. It should have enough momentum to break past. I'll say if Aster comes and breaks past $1.22, well, $1.23 next, I think that is going to be very bullish for Avantis as well, since they're in the same type of realm. So I think next here, Avantis should be one of the next projects we see taking off, as we have seen a lot of projects are doing pretty good right now. Everything's kind of recovering, and we have some projects that are like, you know, kind of far off from, you know, mainstream crypto, right? We've been seeing a lot of random stuff taking off, but yeah, it's a weird market right now. It's a really weird market. But anyways, getting back over here to Avantis, the percent R trend exhaustion here is showing the short-term trend. It's going up quite slowly compared to the long-term trend, which is the white line here, which is going up extremely fast. And that's pretty bad, because when the long-term trend, or when the short-term trend becomes overbought, the long-term trend hasn't caught up there. So when the short-term trend comes down, it's going to bring the price down some more. So we don't like to see the long-term trend down here bearish for the percent R trend exhaustion. We want the long-term trend to be up here. We want the long-term trend to be near these overbought areas. We don't want it to be completely overbought like up here to where it's going to dip, but we do want it to be up there to some certain extent, right? Anyways, we do have a little bit of buying pressure coming in on the MACD as well, so that's also good for Avantis. Then when you look at the 4-hour chart, it looks even more better. You can see the defined rolls here in the lines for the falling wedge that we have right here, which again is a bullish pattern. So I think Avantis actually might break out soon. And then you can see here the percent R trend exhaustion is still at the oversold areas on the 4-hour chart as well. So we can see a little bit of selling pressure on the MACD over here on the 4-hour chart. And one thing you do want to watch out for is Bitcoin, because Bitcoin as well is going through a falling wedge again, which is a bullish pattern. So if Bitcoin can break out to the upside of its falling wedge, then that means Avantis is going to be able to break out of their falling wedge as well. Bitcoin has been entered into this falling wedge around 26th, 28th of September, as you can see here. And then if we come back here and look at Avantis, we'll probably see that it's a little bit similar. Well, October for Avantis. Avantis has been inside of this wedge since like October. So a little bit different, but still. they're both inside of a falling wedge pattern. So that is pretty bullish inside of my eyes for AVANTIS, just considering that Bitcoin is also inside of the same exact pattern and it has to do the same exact thing to break out. Now, when it comes to Bitcoin, Bitcoin has the possibility to break out soon. The percent R trend exhaustion before even getting all the way down to the oversold area has just now reversed and now is going right back up. And if you look at what just happened here in the price, it was dropping, but right as it went below that support, it came right back up. So I think that Bitcoin might be in the process of breaking out actually. If you look at the daily chart, the volume here on the MACD is showing that buyers are coming in now, and we're seeing a reversal here on the MACD for the buying pressure. And then on the percent R trend exhaustion, it's also oversold, so it could rise at any time here. And you can see how things are kind of squeezing in right here, right on the charts. So I think a breakout for Bitcoin is definitely coming soon. I was gonna say imminent at this point, but we can never be 100% too sure, right? But anyways, on the weekly chart, this is what I've really been focusing on. If you actually look over here, we had a lot of selling pressure here on the MACD for the weekly chart. And not only do we have that, we also have this, and we're actually almost at the bottom for the percent R trend exhaustion. And I've had this set for a long time. I've had this pattern here on Bitcoin for a while, and I've been talking about it for a while, and it's actually happening, which is crazy because this is going to come down here and do that. This should do something like this. That should be the last pump before the bear market of 2026. So after February 2026, we should be in a bear market. All right. By the end of February in 2026, going into March, we're going to be inside of a bear market. That's how I see things here. But yeah, I think we're just going to trade sideways, maybe sideways for a little bit longer, or just kind of slowly trickle our way up before a massive breakout. And that will eventually conclude what we just now seen in the weekly chart on Bitcoin. That'll pretty much conclude this. Like this will pretty much be damn near all the way down here by then. But as you can see, if it does something like this and it does kind of extend itself out, then around November 24th or December 1st, we should have already hit the area down here. And then we should have a breakout. So that's what it's looking like by next week, which is going to be around maybe in 2 weeks, probably November 24th or November 17th, something like that. And then by December 1st, we should definitely be full on, right? So we'll see what happens here, but it does look bullish for Bitcoin. It does look bullish for AVANTIS because of that. So I think that we're going to see a nice pump coming in to the market very soon. But yeah, shout out to all you guys. Shout out to all the members out there. Definitely go ahead and become a member, guys. You can have me do a technical analysis on whatever you want me to go over. As long as it's not some type of low cap scam coin, just go ahead and become a member. And all you got to do is leave a comment on any one of my videos, letting me know what you want me to go over next. As long as it's not some type of low cap scam coin, of course. Anyway, shout out to you guys. Hit the like button and subscribe and all that good stuff. And let's see AVANTIS rise. We want to see it come all the way up here to 78 cents. So that's one thing I did not talk about, actually, that I want to talk about. If we break out, it's probably going to be a swift move all the way up here. A swift move all the way up here. And this area is probably going to get broken really quickly after that. So it's probably going to be a really swift move all the way up to $1.14, followed by a pullback and consolidation. And then we'll probably have another rise sometime December. So that's kind of how I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it like something like this. Hopefully it happens like this, because if it does, we can start breaking out now, consolidate inside of December a little bit, and have another breakout. So this is what I want to see out of the prices, but it doesn't always happen the way we want to. But I've always been saying it. I do see AVANTIS getting back to $1.50 soon, and hopefully $5 inside of this bull run. Hopefully, because all we can do is really be hopeful here. But my call for AVANTIS has always been $10 to $5. But right now $5 is looking way more realistic than $10. I'll tell you that. But if it even gets up to $5. So at this point, we don't know in this market. But one thing I do know, or that I do feel like I know, is that February of next year is going to be pretty bullish or bearish. I mean, after February of next year, I think we're going to crash. But anyway, shout out to you guys, all that good stuff. Hit the like button and subscribe. As always, I'll see you guys in the next video.